Governor Eno presents 2 years scorecard to citizens. Akwa Ibom government wades into boundary disputes between Nkparenin and Urogonam communities. Plus, state legislature demands establishment of Akwa Ibom Enabling Business Environment Council. A very good evening to you. Thank you for joining us on the news at 7. My name is Dianime Uko. This broadcast is reaching you live on Star Times channel 103 and on our social media platforms on Facebook and YouTube. Do all to follow us on those platforms so you can get regular updates. A well-computed gross domestic product and long-term development plan are measures needed to assess the impact of the Arise agenda of the Akwa Ibom State government. This resonated at the public presentation of the socio-economic impact of the Arise agenda in 2 years. Clement Barikui reports that the platform was a moment for the state government to report its achievement in 2 years and make projections for the future.
With the theme Measuring Progress, Deepening Impact, the public presentation of the socio-economic impact of the Arise agenda in 2 years brought together economic experts, policymakers and analysts dissecting the progress made under the Arise agenda of Governor Umoeno in 2 years. Governor Umoeno, while summarizing achievements of his administration in 2 years, noted that the state is on the path of growth and economic prosperity.
Through various projects we have executed across sectors, we have created jobs. We have gotten thousands of our people out of poverty in line with the SDG goals. We have looked into such cases as children out of school, which has been one of the statistical data we do not agree with Bureau of Statistics.
The governor's views were corroborated by Professor Chris Ekong of the University of Uyo and the Chief Delivery Advisor to the Governor, Anefek Johnson, who disclosed that 319,502 persons in 50 communities now have access to basic amenities, including modern schools and hospitals. Looking ahead, they added that the state government plans to float 20 intra-city bus and CNG buses by end of 2025, among other projects. A panel of discussants led by Professor Akpanekpo agrees on need for accurate data and planning to make the Arise agenda more impactful. Goodwill messages came from the Statistician General of the Federation, Minister of Budget and Economic Planning, as well as that of Petroleum, Gas.
This is a state that will compete with Netherlands in agricultural, and it can. It has all the ingredients.
It takes a man with golden heart, a man who is ready to serve, who is ready to accept criticism, constructive criticism, to do what he has done.
The Nigerian Governors Forum honored Governor Umoeno as the Governor of the year 2025 in view of his performance through the Arise agenda.
I'm privileged to present you the best governor award of the year.
Clement Barikui, NTA News.
Akwa Ibom State Governor Umoeno has inaugurated the newly constructed 100-bed Renewed Hope Mother and Child Specialist Hospital in Ibionibum to improve maternal, neonatal and child health through dedicated care. The event, which took place at Okoita, Ibionibum local government area, is aimed at ensuring both mother and child receive appropriate intervention at every critical stage of life. Emedi Omumo reports.
The inauguration of the hospital is part of the President Bola Tinubu's Renewed Hope agenda to address the health needs of the people, especially the rural dwellers. This is in line with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals 3. Inaugurating the project, Governor Umoeno, represented by his deputy, reiterated that the state government is recruiting medical professionals to help drive the vision in healthcare delivery.
Thank our dear President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, for providing the funds to subnationals to execute life-touching projects such as this Mother and Child Hospital.
The health facility is equipped to provide comprehensive maternal and pediatrician services, reduce preventable death, and ensure that no woman is left behind in her journey to motherhood.
No woman, no matter the case may be, must die in the course of giving birth.
The SDG goals that assure that women can survive is done. The Akwa Ibom State government is replicating the Mother and Child Hospital in other senatorial districts.
Stakeholders in their goodwill messages urged the community to protect the facilities from vandalism.
We now have a hospital of international standard.
To our mother, our father, our children, our brothers and sisters, to make use of this facility and to also make sure to understand that the security is every man's business.
Emedi Omo, NTA News.
Away from health matters, Akwa Ibom State government has waded into a protracted boundary dispute between Edene Ikorebom in Orogonam and Minya in Nkpadenin local government areas. Addressing representatives of both communities, Deputy Governor Akun Eyaganyi announced the state government's commitment to pursuing amicable resolution of the dispute for peaceful and harmonious coexistence of the community. Emediong Umo again reports.
The Deputy Governor is reiterating that atmosphere of peace and unity which the Governor has established in the state is not applicable to the political landscape alone, but cuts across all sectors, hence the need for the warring communities to sheath their swords. The Deputy Governor called on the traditional rulers, youth and stakeholders of both communities to embrace peace.
We should be able to handle at least the internal land disputes so that we can continue to live as brothers and sisters. It's not the chaining. The chaining are there, yes, but it is what the village council, what the youth will say. That is what the chaining will define.
Chairman Nkpadenin Local Government Council, Emmanuel Inyang, and his counterpart from Orogonam, Festus Akpan, supports the Deputy Governor's call for peace, affirming that as leaders of the areas in contention, they are eager to witness the restoration of peace and harmony.
What we want is peace. And as the local government chairman, I already told my colleague, this matter has dragged for too long. But in this administration, under the leadership of Pastor Mobatin, who is a peace ambassador, this matter will end. In fact, I told you before our first anniversary, which is October 7th.
Take your matters home and settle. That is why I don't do police, I don't do court case. I love peace. I want to say please, the people of Edene Ikorebom and the people of Minya, just like Ufabodi said, they intermarried. They have in-laws here and there. And there is no point, I see no reason they should drop from this land matter. So I want to say please, I join my friend to celebrate peace amongst us.
Presentations are made by the council to both communities as well as their village heads, who agree that an out-of-court settlement is the best option to ensure a prompt and lasting resolution. The Deputy Governor then constitutes a committee to inspect the disputed land ahead of the final settlement. From the Government House, Emedi Omo, NTA News.
We're due for our first commercial break. When we return, we'll bring you more stories. Please stay.
The solution to your building and construction works is Regan Stones, dealer in chippings, hardcore, iron rods, cement, sharp sand, and blocks of all kinds. At Regan Stones, integrity is our watchword. We are equipped to deliver to you regardless of the quantity you desire. We scale every product with our weighing bridge so you can be rest assured of the exact quantity of products you buy from us. Our dedicated and committed staff, coupled with efficient automated vibrating machine, guarantee our unfailing delivery always. We have top-notch customer care services to attend to you in minutes. Locate us at Regan Stones, Goswell Akpabio Crescent, Shelter Afraid, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. Our office line 0916-641-1972. Regan Stones, reliable and trusted. Regan Stones, quality beyond imagination.
Welcome to Prisma International Hotels, located at number 5 Efangosanga Street, Afarafort, off a back road, Uyu. When it comes to hospitality industry, nothing compares with comfort, exquisite services, and top-of-the-world security. These are what make Prisma Hotels a household name. At Prisma Hotels, you are assured of lavishly furnished, spacious rooms and suites with complimentary breakfast, top-class blue sea swimming pool, VIP and poolside bars, as well as restaurant where African and continental dishes are served at pocket-friendly rates. These are not all. There is high-speed internet service, closed-circuit television, spacious car park, 24-hour power and water supply, sparkle laundry and dry cleaning services, and above all, combat-ready security operatives. So whenever you are in Uyo or you are a resident in Uyo, capital city of Akwa Ibom State, make Prisma Hotels number 5 Efangosanga Street, Tafarafort, off a back road Uyo your choice, and you will cherish the experience. For bookings and inquiries, please call 081-3166-6660 or 0915-509-9989. Prisma International Hotels, hospitality par excellence.
You're welcome back. Let's turn our attention to the state legislature, where as part of measures to support the continuous influx of investors into Akwa Ibom State, members of the State House of Assembly are calling for the establishment of the Akwa Ibom State Enabling Business Environment Council. This is contained in a motion by the member representing Isianudim State Constituency, Prince Ukbong Akpabio. Nsikak Okon reports.
Prince Ukbong Akpabio, while acknowledging sustained efforts of successive administration in the state to attract investments, notes that committed and serious investors do business in a conducive environment where they can make reasonable returns.
Guided by the need to streamline bureaucratic processes and create a more friendly business environment in the state. Guided also by the need to simplify procedures, reduce bottlenecks, and create more conducive atmosphere for business to start, grow, thrive in the state. Let this Honorable House resolve to 1. Call on the state government to establish the Akwa Ibom State Enabling Business Environment Council to be modeled after the federal government Presidential Enabling Business Environment Council.
Speaker Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly Udemotong referred the matter to House Committee on Industry, Commerce and Tourism for further legislative action.
Chairman, House Committee on Industry, Commerce and Tourism, please work with all your members, call the EFCOM chairman, and present this motion so that we know exactly the resolutions that we will take, that will give the enabling business environment to investors in Akwa Ibom State, and report to this House in 2 weeks.
Nsikak Okon, NTA News.
Another commercial break beckons. When we return, we'll bring you more stories. Please stay.
Goodly Pearls Recovery Mandate presents Women's Magazine program entitled Her Voice and Strength. Join us as we share stories of resilience, courage, and triumph about women. It will x-ray women who are changing the world, women who have made and left legacies, iconic women with strengths and voices that translated to huge successes in our time. Join Dora Okwabasi on NTA Channel 12 Uyo as she presents the program Her Voice and Strength every Saturday 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. on Facebook and YouTube. Keep a date.
You're welcome back. Over 20 million Nigerians are now captured by the National Health Insurance Authority. This was made known at the Stakeholders Forum held in Uyo on the theme Towards Improved Healthcare System, where participants were briefed on the different recent innovations of the agency. Kelvin Samuel has the reports.
Created to ensure adequate and affordable healthcare services to all Nigerians, National Health Insurance Authority has continued to bring in innovations aimed at serving Nigerians better. The stakeholders workshop is to interact with all the people involved to come up with ways of improving its services as well as bring them up to date on latest improvements.
From statistics we've had today, more than 70% of Nigerians are still paying out of pocket when they get medical services. But I think with gatherings like this, we are being charged to go into the hinterland to educate our people, let them know the need of collective contributions towards this scheme.
Healthcare providers have been given re-enlightened about quality of care that should be rendered to the enrollees, which
the coordinator Williams Ebiokobo in his opening remarks encourages the people to be passionate about their service delivery, helping the agency to ensure improved quality of care, strengthen operations and expand insurance coverage for all Nigerian residents. He notes that across the globe, good services increases enrollments.
University of Teaching Hospital. Second is St. Luke's Hospital, Anua. The third is Emmanuel General Hospital in Eket. And the fourth is General Hospital, Ikodekpene. These four hospitals provide access to care to women with obstetric cases. And interestingly, cesarean section is covered. Every test you want to go through is covered. And the babies too. The baby that comes through that procedure is also covered for care. So VVF or RVF, as the case may be, we encourage them to please locate Family Life Center in Bribrita. That's where this the center provides care to people with such cases. The ship is group, individual, and family social insurance program. This is meant for people that are not on the formal sector side, people that are not in the government employees. All right, people maybe they're artisans, maybe the keke riders and all that. They can form themselves into groups. And in that group, they can, of course, reach out to us, all right, with their numbers and all that, and we can enroll them.
This meeting presents an opportunity to learn, share innovations, and align our collective effort towards an integration and the sustaining of the health financing system in the state. We are confident that the deliberations today will further enrich our strategies and solidify the foundation of a healthy Nigeria.
To achieve all objectives of the agency, it is agreed that all hands must be on deck, with enrollees seeking care only when there is health need. Providers should be empathic in delivering health services, while HMOs are to pay promptly what is due, and the agency provide adequate regulations to make health insurance attractive to all the people. The event featured paper presentations on critical topics and interactive sessions. In Uyo, Kelvin Samuel, NTA News.
3 survivors of the vesicovaginal fistula, VVF, one of the leading causes of severe social stigma, isolation, psychological trauma, and abandonment by family and community, have been empowered with garment-making equipment worth thousands of naira. Umar Basiedet reports that the empowerment, courtesy of the Family Life Center VVF Hospital Mbribiditam, aims at making survivors self-reliant and financially independent after a 2-year training on tailoring.
For Itoro Sunday, Enotong and Emanuela Ekanem, just like the lyrics of the song, their stories have just changed. What they have in common is that they are all survivors who have been in the care of the Family Life Center and VVF Hospital, who came in shattered with no hope in sight. 2 years gone, the VVF Hospital did not only aid their repairs, they are rehabilitated and reintegrated into their families.
BVF and IVF is not just an abnormal opening between the vagina and the bladder or the rectum. It is the whole person that is damaged. Economically, they cannot fend for themselves. Psychologically, they are traumatized. Socially, they are stigmatized. Physically, they are constantly with either urine or feces or both.
On this day and age, we should not have fresh VVF. We shouldn't. If our TPAs are working properly.
Wife of Chairman into Local Government Area and Chairman of the event, Mrs. Idon Kut, says the future remains bright for them and left these words of prayers.
I am praying that your shop will be a fertile ground, that in as much as you've learned, you'll be able to impart same knowledge to someone else.
The survivors could barely hide their feelings. Presentation of sewing machines and other garment making accessories to beneficiaries were high points of the event. In addition, the hospital also provided a rented shop for a period of 1 year for the beneficiaries alongside financial assistance. Certificates were also presented to the survivors. In Uyo, Umar Basadate, NTA News.
And that's it on the English segment of the news. Thank you for watching. Up next is the news in translation. Good evening.
Tio moi no ben nutum nanya akamidong ke fangi swai ba waridong kara kwai bum stere bu yero kan nutuma di yom fram baranin meronam me kwembet ke state eyem noid siang nutum adi namana mubara akaiso pon ke state ukang ni songi da mbo ya ko membo sanyi ni nembubre yumi min kare wisdom check up adai wuru kara stede mi tu moi no ma bere o fa foi boy bopo ani tiesem bono wenante na ayoko ikiekit ki bioni bum ba to do adependa nutum song idem e kamentoyen sikau foi bor adina me gar de tieke koita kan ko kara bioni bum adum ba to do e krebo ke ka mentoyen nko e bo sobo ken no song yai kom bo mi to me riomo
Ufogibok ebere kemi asanga kekem ke akikere ud hakamukara idanyin aniege etebola tunubu adikan boke mborowo ebake nsongirem akikere mo minko anyingo sanga kekem ye akikere unadot eniege ekoto Sustainable Development Goals 3 adikan boku kere wo ebake nsongirem manatoro ufuro yenkor argobio na akamukara steremi akebereke ufogiboro udianamo akera gano ama bo ke ukara state esuganam ndutum adiko no membia ibo ebi kanbo kenam utumommo mfon manedepe nda nsongirem ke steremi ebo ke ufogibok esiakami ado ufogibok abi sempo ibane sanga kemme irap koro meiban emanna ayen ufa yendito nko manatore kayen adu kuwem akama ajinemo nyodu wem nko anoeka me ikpo we ma no mensionsio etebekom nko ebo yang bone ba ki tie esiaka ufogi bogami ekrebo kemo ekpeme ufogi bogami enwe kam ufogi bogami ban monowo idibiat eti ubogutum okara enamami mi ke nko okara ibionibum emediomo akambak NTA
Okara kwai bum stere bo yer godi yom fna adang isong asiba ko fore diani kore bum kan ko kar ona memmenya kem barenin odiana dai wuru kara stere mi ma kun yagani kini akatang ko nombun sikira ino midong ibami atang bo ko kara stere mi e bien idem adi ibnam no ai mema ba ku fore dong mi ibami no mo dong ke mem ki furu ai kum bo mi to kombo
Uriela kamo karastere mi ma akon e yaini atang aboke akamo karastere mi te o moeno adinam ayana ma ado rikan boke emem yedi na ke aba ke steremi ndien ke adi na ke ye mememi ado mpo na ate me ipo wo ke me iron kere kere ekrebo ke mem aba ke tu mo Uriela kamo karastere mi aketanga mi anyongo me ipo wo ye me iwat item ke me iron enire mfana ke dangi song adogo edieni korebum ke nko kara arwanam ye minya ke nko kara nkparenin me dai ke nko kara nkparenin ye nko kara arwanam e ma ko bitememi enyewe bo ke mi mo emiyem no emim aba ketu ndimo si adogo mi mo emido idem mi mo nko koro inyamurwa enyewe ka me ufogabasi ke akpanpo ekena makedo na maro akedo ema emek me a committee abigi sempo ibanga adikan boke mem ebigi san ketu ammomi akronin mi kuyo emedion mo akombo NTA
kwaibum mbok di trembo mo bre yo mi retutun kaneka du basen mbonga di temagi ko frefen membo mi tonyan esere